Dun, 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 dun. We're back. What an amazing, wonderful weekend I've had. I worked basically all weekend, so congrats to me, congrats to you. We've made it all through everything that we've done, and here we are. Um, we're back. We're back in Japan. We're in 11th place. We're coming off of a pretty interesting loss to Kofu, where we lost late. And yeah, we are going to be moving very quickly through this, as quickly as I can, I guess. Um, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited to see where we go. Something I was looking at here, I don't know if I'm gonna try and move me up a little bit. I don't know if that works or not, but you can see here kind of a little bit going on with the finances, which would be something that I'm going to try and keep an eye on. We're going to try and have to maybe sell some players and make some moves to keep the team a little bit more liquid. Originally, before I got here, and I think before the team got taken over, and before there was as much investment, it looks like they're running at an operating cost of about $1 to $2 million a year. Our current spending is $172,000 a week. If you do the math there for a second, just like quick, pull up your calculator, even if it's, here, we just do 172,000. We won't even, or you know what? We will. 194. And then we do times 52. That is $8,954,088 a year, which means this. Right now, we are at a investment point where they gave us about another 8 million, or like bring us up to around $10 million. But this is where the game can get dicey. We have spent 4 million in transfers to bring into the team, and we've only really sold 700,000. I mean, we've let a lot of guys walk, um, and for differing reasons. For example, Goke, we did hang on to for a considerable amount of time for his usefulness. And same thing with Song Jin, where did we let him go on a free? Yeah, yeah. We let him go on a free because he wasn't playing. He didn't really have value because he didn't really have stats. So yeah, I mean, again, and then we have some loans that are making us some money and also for development. But not a lot of them are for money. We don't have the pedigree to really demand that all the time. And to be fair, some of these guys are okay prospects, but currently they're not really the best players in the world. Um, they're good, they're serviceable, but like at 19, you can certainly find a better player. 8 pace, oh my god. Anyway, but yeah, we spent a lot of money. Hopefully, we can continue and keep going for a little bit. But yeah, that's the situation we're keeping an eye on. One of the keys to staying up is literally uh, we want to. Oh, just moving myself all over the place. Um, I think that's about where I was. I don't even know. I probably shouldn't have done that. Hang on. What if I do like? There we go. Um, Sorry, I'm also really stuffed up. It has been raining a ton here, and it's knocked all the pollen off, and I am suffering as a result. Um, which is fine. You know, everything is okay. Just my lungs are in agony, and my life is, you know, feels like my lungs are just mucus, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll be all right. Um, um, Overall, in terms of like the team right now, I still do feel confident in them. We have a lot of um we have a lot of guys on this team that I think will develop this season. And this is my strategy, and I feel like a strategy I picked up on from Zealand, the YouTuber, and streamer as well, where you want to trust your scouting intuition, but also like the game in terms of like if you're going to see development in a player, it's going to be by giving them minutes and by trusting them and by knowing how to do that. How do you know how to do that? Great question. Um, One of the key ways, in my opinion, to know is like their actual match reports and stuff. Um, Hang on, sorry, I've got some other stuff going on. So if I look away like that, I'm trying to check my phone for like some other work stuff, like see if I can trade shifts and whatnot. Um, but oh my god, I'm gonna try not to sniffle into the mic, but no promises. Duh, duh, duh. He's literally on my team to play. This is this is what I'm talking about. Uh, when it comes to knowing when to play a player and knowing when to get rid of a guy, right? Um, Manami here, I haven't really set up the squad planner, but if we just go here and we like swap around a couple of dudes just really quick to be like, okay, theoretically, who would play here in these situations? Like, this is supposed to be our deep lying playmaker, so like Yasui is going to be all the way at the top. And, we can even start going through here and be like, ideally, um, is he not even on the, he is here. Yeah, like he's going to be higher up. So we've played him to success. When we look at a guy who's a year older, theoretically not as like his leadership's a 1. His off the ball is a 2. His technical abilities, like he's not doing anything for me. And even when he gets better, what is better? Football Manager players can develop like world class, like 5, 6, 7 stat point jumps. That is a really rare player. He is low determined. I'm convinced. I'm selling him. Yeah. We need money, and I need to be able to make space in the locker room for some of these guys. And to bring other guys in, like, I don't know. This is a miserable existence of my sinus cavities right now. It's awful. But I'm dedicated to try and make progress. Um, Not even in a way of like progress for the sake of progress. I just really have been having fun with the save. This has been a really good return to Football Manager. Um, Kind of in a larger context when you guys were asking me about oh, do you like what do you think about Football Manager 2025 being delayed? One of the things that was like a consequence of that for me was like I really set aside the game for a good bit after the first delay, cuz I know that there was a lot of at the time people being like, "Hey, like Sports Interactive wouldn't do this if they weren't like completely ready to, you know, actually get something good going." Like, they know what they're doing. They're going to turn the ship around. They said they're going to have this done by then. But unfortunately, in my opinion, the real issue with anything like this is like when it's a game developer telling you that they oh my god. Oh my god. Do you hear that? Ugh. This is what I'm talking about. It's just congestion. It's awful. Anyway, um, interesting. Um, when game developers do things like that, 9 times out of 10, a single delay leads to more delays. The exception is not the norm. And even so, like, I was kind of convinced that, like, even if they did meet that threshold, I was like, I don't know that they'll be able to, like, you know, deliver something that they've been promising. And then it kind of got confirmed because then they had a couple of things where they were like, well, we're not gonna have international management. It's like, oh, I didn't even play that, so whatever. And then it was like, oh, we're also, what was the other thing they dropped? I can't even remember. But the idea is like, like if you don't like have all this like pedigree to stand on, then you're kind of looking at it from the same spot that they've, you know, been operating on in a larger sense, like under Sega and under the larger company umbrellas. And it's also another thing that I do feel bad about is it's got like I know a lot of people have been making it out to be like you've had 7 years to make this game or something. And I do empathize with that point. I just also hate for the developers that people are making it out to be like, oh, you had all this time because they're still releasing games, and releasing a game is still really hard. Hang on. Whew, that was my landlord. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Scared me. I was like, what does he need? Okay, we're good. Um, but yeah, no, when it comes to like a lot of these guys when like in terms of developers, like they just they're under a lot of stress. They're under a lot of pressure and I don't know anything about the larger ongoings of several players feel like the squad are lacking depth. Some of the players feel like in the goalkeeping department. An addition or two here. Okay. So, what did I make his playing time? Did I already? So I need a backup, assuming. But here's the other thing. Even though he's developing, he originally started as a 5 star. I don't know that we're gonna keep him. The idea of selling Pavlyuchenko was to free up a foreign player spot. That being said, we probably do need a better keeper if we want to try and win at a higher level. Um, this kid's loan listed, but I mean, I need someone in kind of now terms. What about this guy? Fuck. It doesn't help. It doesn't help. He's Argentinian. Alright, we're gonna do. We definitely scouted keepers. I wonder if I have any on a short list right now. Okay, we do. Now this would actually be. I'm honestly, we have 5 million. Yeah, cool. No, why? Okay. Um, this kid's young, so all these guys are young. Eesh. First touch one, abysmal. Uh, okay, so we want. We'll look at anybody. All we're looking for is just keepers, though, and I do want them to not count against my foreign player spot. Um, so we've only scouted one, two, three, four, five, six, 7 of these guys. This guy's already on loan, so that's not good. Um, we could go with like a keeper by committee type deal. This guy is like hard set 3 stars though. The idea with this guy would be maybe we get him to appease the squad, like just having a backup keeper. What if I could get him for like 100,000? You're not getting installments. You're not getting installments. Oh my god. I will give you 100K if he plays 50 games. He can suck off. Please. Literally fuck right off. Like, what is happening? Why are you. This guy's not playing. Jesus. Okay, any free agents? Um, yeah, you know what? We could. Oh, he's kind of bad. Like, this guy's like might be okay. I need to hang on. Yeah, so here we have 6 recruiting focuses. So now we need mm, I need to check my staff. We should be able to do 7, I think. So I want any position. And we're just gonna do like this, that, ongoing. So we have 2 people. He's about to leave. That's fine. Okay. And then we want to do nope. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be fucking annoying. And then honestly, so if we're doing that, you know what? Fuck it. I'm nosy. I want to see also the reserves. Confirm. And then further details. I want to, like, yeah. Okay. I'm just going to call it the homegrown pyramid. Okay. So then this, we're going to pour through this one time. Okay, it's easy. There's only one guy, and he's not worth shit, so we're going to, who's on this right now? So we're going to get rid of that, and then we're going to try something I haven't done before. Um, no fucking way. Holy shit. Oh my God. Sorry. That was a major win for Eric. Um Whew. Okay. So now we have six. Hey, what's up, Saud? Sorry, I got really distracted by something on my phone. That was really took me out of the moment for a second. But we were really doing good at retooling the. What a big life stream that your guys are getting to experience for me. I'm just literally getting phone calls from my landlord and, just getting distracted by my phone. Oop, no. Okay, now I gotta check. Oh my God. Uh, oh, okay. Yeah, that's easy. Okay, no worries. Look at how bright this is. I need to put this over here for like white lighting. That didn't help at all. But like, you know what I mean? Like the ring lighting, it's just a third monitor. Okay. Um, I'm being so dumb. One of my friends said I think too much about what I say to people, and this is a great example of that. Uh, okay, okay. Breathe. Deep breaths. Um, fuck. Stop. No, people gotta stop texting me. This is not. Stop doing. Ugh. Hang on one moment, guys. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. I'm not okay. I'm just simply okay. We're fine. We're fine. Cool. Lock in, Eric. It's football manager time. Life comes at you fast though. Hang on. Oh my god. Puck, yeah. No, isn't this an awesome shirt? I love this shirt too because it's like very comfortable. It's like literally one of the only comfy, funny shirts that I have. I have a Fallout shirt I'll probably wear on stream at some point. Um, it's, dude pointing his little finger guns. But it's like it's not soft. It's mean. It's mean to my skin. I don't like it. Like, makes me want to wear it less. Which, like, I don't know. Yeah, I feel that, yeah. There's a lot going on right now. I don't know if you've caught the absolute derailment of the scouting building. Oh my god, and there's only 13 days left in the transfer window, and all these bozos want my advice on like new players. Oh my god. Start negotiations. You're gonna have to be a backup. Yep, cool. Make an offer. Suggest terms. He wants 6K a week. How about we bump you down to 5,200? Oh, they want 52,000. Oh, we'll give you a little bit more. We'll do. I want to sign you on approve it, and I want to add. I'll give you a 1 year extension and optional. All right, that's fine. It's less than 6K, which is cool. How much is Haruna getting paid? Because he's gonna ask for more if he's getting paid less as the first choice keeper. 4.4, that's pretty bullshit. Um, he's on contract for another year. I still have to respond. Oh my god. $3? $3? $3 would just be absolute, like, to talk about a low ball. Oh my god. Um, I just need to find more people. There's got to be more keepers. And that's the other thing. Scouted players, and you'll settle around 4.1K. He's already getting paid 4.4. 4.1 would be a hell of a steal. I need this to be anybody. 45. We do need them to be Japanese. Yeah, this is probably the best guy that we wanted, and he's unregistered on a team and still doesn't want to play with us. Hi, who are you? Make an offer. I'll make you an offer you can't refuse because he's only worth this much anyway. How the hell? Dude, I I don't understand it. Okay. What? I need to start doing what y'all were talking about. It's driving me insane. The fact that like I keep doing this and being like I have a chance. I never had a chance. I never had a thought. I never had a prayer. I was gonna sniffle into oblivion. Upset. I can't get anybody to sign with me. The hell, man. John Higashi. Now this guy looks better than my regular dude. Ask agent about availability. He's slightly interested. Make an offer. Now this guy we're probably willing to pay a lot more for. I'll give you 40%. Cool. Alright, I gotta finish this text. Um, mm, hang on. So here's the other thing. When you're planning things with people, I gotta go to the maps here because there's some cool spots around there. I gotta think about this for half a second. Okay, so we'd be over here. That is, I think, exactly. My God, my mouse wheel being broken is just really the worst thing in the world right now. Truly hurts me. Um, God, I forgot there's. Ugh. Um, what's this one again? Oh man. Ugh. Okay. I would like to read the point from earlier about me thinking way too much about all this shit. It just it's just a constant. What is it with these new gen keepers and having the lowest first touch imaginable? It's insane. Okay, we're gonna keep powering through this, and I'm gonna keep getting distracted, and I'm really sorry about that. This is apparently canonically a really big life day that you get to witness. Um, I'm literally like a ball of nerves right now. It's awful. I'm so sorry. Um, it's cool. It's fine. It's so fine. All right, that's fine. That is a text I can respond to later. Girls, Rory. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. And it's crazy. It's why is this it's just a cycle. It's always happening. It's nonsense. Like I don't understand. And you know what? I'm trying to. But here's the other thing. I'm trying to be cryptic because I don't know if anything is even like whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's cool. I'm cool. He wants to be a backup too. He's so cute for that. Um, holy salary! Oh my god! Oh my god! I don't think there's a single person on my team making this much money. He wants to be a backup? Big dog. I would release my keeper and make him the starter. 13,000? How about six? Give you like a fat sign-on fee. Your agent is absolutely lying through his teeth to you. Mm, That's fine because he's never gonna be on the bench. Give you like a yearly. Ugh. If he's gonna, yeah, fuck, man. I don't think anybody on my team is making this much money. That's what I'm saying though. Okay, two people. Two people are making. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Two people are making 10K. This guy, who is one of my best set piece players and one of my oldest players, is making 9.5. Hell yeah! Cheers to that, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming through. A little bit of a little sip for you, you know. Um, oh my God. Oh, thank you. Yeah, here. Do you want a little bit of a closer look? Let me see. I hope I don't spill it. My little cats. Which one? I hope you're not talking about the Preds. Oh, the soccer game, dude. Tragic. We tragic. We lose in like what was it? I think literally we lost in like the 90th or like 89th minute. Yeah, I didn't get to fully watch the game. I was watching on my phone like the stats and like the flow, and it said that like we were actually like pretty dominant, and I was like, "Well, that's great," you know. All of a sudden, here they come. It's always a thing with Nashville teams too, blowing leads. 13K, man. I'll pay you 10. All right, cool. I'm sending my assistant. But yeah, no. Oh, the Preds are terrible. The Preds are absolutely awful. We had a so last year was oh man. Yeah, I think it was. Last year was David Poyle's last year as our GM. Uh and fun fact, until that moment, David Poyle was the only general manager the Predators had ever had. 27 years. One of the coolest stories in sports, but general consensus really was that it was time for him to step away for like health and mental health and just like in terms of the team needing a new direction and the timing of it in to evaluate on that a little further. I didn't know that. I didn't know he was there for that long. Did he retire or did he get like forced out? You tell your mother. 2008, 2025. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I think as a general manager, and especially like if you look at Sporting KC through that run, especially in the MLS, it's really hard to do that and be that successful. That being said, the Predators really have only had, and I guess, well, hang on, I'm gonna look this up because I'm ignorant on MLS championships, but um, I'm pretty sure they have won one. Yeah, they won the MLS Cup in 2013. They won the Supporters Shield in 2000, so that was before him. But then they won the US Open Cup in 2012, 2015, and 2017. So, you know, in a football manager sense, he's winning trophies. And, you know, if he's competing in the playoffs, that's really all you're asking for in an American ownership stance. So, similarly to the Preds, I guess, but without the cups. Um, Poyle had us competitive several times, and to be honest, we were never under his tenure until like the last year, I would say. We never looked like we were going to be egregiously bad. We always looked gritty and grimy, and there was always hope. Guys playing for the locker room, all kinds of stuff like that. But last year they kind of came out and were openly like, "Hey, we're gonna rebuild, and it's not gonna be easy, But how we want to do this is just like, giving everybody a chance to go out and like get minutes if they're young and keep the core together if we can, but we might be sellers at the deadline was kind of like the general talk they were giving the fans. And I don't think it was I don't think anybody was I don't feel like there was a bad reception to that is what I'll say. Like I feel like with how the last two playoffs had gone, everyone is a little bit more receptive to the idea that okay, maybe we do need to be on the back pedal and look at like this from a larger perspective. Like maybe we do need to trust that we have some keepers in the pipeline, all this stuff. Um no, Preds fans, Predators, yeah. Um Preds fans is probably how you'd go about that. Um, but what I was saying about um, what was it? Oh, so 2 years ago we crash out in the first round. I'm pretty sure we get swept or like gentleman's sweep, and I guess it's 3 years ago, and then last season or not this season that's currently happening, but 2 years ago, um, that team, I guess it was one, I'm getting fucked up on my dates. It doesn't matter. Um, it's 2 seasons. Oh my god. I'm so in my own head. Holy cow. Uh, it is last season, not this year, last year. Preds go on an incredible run. They win way beyond what they should have in the last 30 games. It was an incredible streak. They got a ton of points out of it. And we overperformed, admittedly. But in this overperformance, we had brought in an old friend, Barry Trotz, to help in the like passing of the torch. And then yeah, so in that transition, Barry Trotz takes over. He is now the GM, and when we go into this season, despite it being like, hey, we were rebuilding last year, we overperformed last year. And if you want to go through and like here, this was. Ooh, I went to a lot of Preds games this year. Ah, this was one of the starting rosters for the Preds this year. See, I got the little like card or whatever on the back. We played the Winnipeg Jets, and so what we're looking at here is two of our starting defensemen right here, Englund and Shen. We're looking at confirmed Predator. Yeah, call what's his name? Uh, I'm blanking. Hansen, yes, call Hansen, yeah. No, but like Luke Shin, 34. We signed a Yossi, our captain, like the guy on this thing, one of my favorite players. He's 34. Brady Shea, a dude we signed to a 5-year deal in the offseason. He's 30. Jonathan Marchessault, another dude we locked up for a long-term deal. He's 33. Steven Stamkos, a guy who we also locked up on a long-term deal. He's 34. And then Ryan O'Reilly, the guy we signed 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever it was, he is 33. Okay? Then you go back through these and like you're even looking at like our top scorer, Philip Forsberg, he's 30. So like, I don't know. The problem is twofold. We have guys on this list because like I am being selective. We have Leroux, we have Evangelista, we have Justin Barron, and we have Fedor Svechkov, all on this all on this roster right here, under the age of 23, putting in good solid minutes, getting goals. But like comparatively to the bulk of this roster and the deals we have them signed to and the things that we can do with this team, it's not like you can just jump in this rebuild and, whatever, right? What you got to do is like actually you got to commit to doing things to secure the future of the franchise. You can't actually sign just a bunch of dudes well past their prime and be like, "Okay, this is a team that's going to win me games." You know? No, surprisingly. No, I would say like basketball is my favorite sport. I love basketball so much. I love hockey though. Like I am a little bit about me. I used to work in sports. So like a lot of my background and a lot of my interests and a lot of what drive me to do anything is sports related. Some of my favorite movies are sports movies like Warrior and Miracle. I try and watch Miracle at least like once a year. Like which is really a testament for me because just to say that I don't like rewatching things is kind of like an understatement. But I love that movie. I not even for the propaganda and the American propaganda of it all, but more for just the fun and the like the inspiration of it all. Like it is like a tale of guys who are trying to beat the odds. And I think in hockey that's like also just a little bit more approachable than if you compare it to uh like baseball or like even basketball. Like I think a lot of times like hockey is such a fluid game that even compared to soccer, there are tactics, there are things that you want to be doing and ideas, but it's similar to soccer in the sense that like it's formation and you're out of the formation looking for space. And that space can appear in abnormal places. And hockey is cool in the way that like it's evolved so much in its spatial awareness that like behind the net for example, like that's a place that you would think you can't score a lot of goals from, but it gives you a lot of vision to see what's in front of the net, and you can get unique angles to feed someone from behind the net. That's a cool development in a sport that is really small and really defined in terms of area and space. And I love shit like that. Like, I'm such a nerd in general, but like, I am a huge nerd about tactics and about like the idea of space and who can go where and what can be a new development for any type of player. Yeah, I don't know anything about cricket, but there's a cool book on cricket I might read. Yeah, no, like that's the thing is like I just love the idea of competition in general. It's about colonization and cricket in the Caribbean. Ooh, what's the book? Dude, you're always hitting me with good books. What's that book called? Um, CLR James Beyond a Boundary. Hell yeah. Let's see. I had a paper of the books you were recommending me the other day. I gotta find it. I'll just get another one, because who knows? Who knows where I've been putting stuff? I gotta clean my desk soon, because it's getting really out of hand. There's just a lot of stuff on my desk. You know what? Actually, I might have thrown it in my backpack. Ooh. Wow. Now, yeah, see, there's just gonna be so much shit that I'm pulling out here. But, yeah, this'll work. Ooh, okay. I've really been trying to read a little bit more this year. Um, and I need good books. and that's like also like I don't know, not to get immediately too political after you know what, it's my stream, fuck it. You gotta keep me updated when you post your writing. That is going to happen actually for real sometime. I was gonna say tonight, but this personal stuff with this girl could like really complicate that. I'm going on a I don't even know. Yeah, I'm doing something tomorrow after work, and I was just like, I didn't even plan on this. Thank you, I need it. I'm assuming I listen. Here's the thing. I have confidence in areas like I love talking about sports and shit. I have like no confidence when it comes to talking to like people that I'm interested in. I have a horrible problem with pedestaling people. That's number one. So like already we're coming into this and I'm like, I don't know. She's probably way better than me. It's like don't do that. Don't do that. Here, catch, buddy. Come on, you got this. Like yeah, exactly. Like it's like we all go through. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no, we need some more negative reinforcement in chat. We need people. Yeah, hey, thank you. You know what I mean? Like, thank you. That's it. That's right. You're coming back. That's saying something. Like, it's so funny. Like, I don't know. Like, I need to have a healthier mindset in general about it, cause it's not that serious in general. Like I just need to go into it with no expectations, have a good time, and that's it. And yeah, if it doesn't work, Wade as a friend, he's trying to find. You've been trying really hard to set me up, but oh yeah, no, getting murdered, not what we want. We don't want murder. Um, murder would be bad. Murder would be very bad. But yeah, no, I gotta focus on for writing purposes. It just like it's so weird because I'm like I have this again like this weird expectation for myself. Um, yeah, come on, guys. And like I just am like I want to be like oh, there's stuff for people to look at and there's more than just like one or two things. But realistically like whatever is happening is just gonna happen, and whatever I'm putting out is just gonna be put out. The one thing that I wanted to finish though, and I'm really struggling on, is this article. Um, I was talking about it a little bit last stream, I think, about like the immigration office that Tennessee is creating under its state government, and I keep struggling with that article because for me, the conclusion is very clear about what our government is doing and what they're supporting as a state and how that is going to impact us in the long term. And that's just speaking very broadly, right? But more specifically, when we're talking about like the term in the article that I am circling back to, they it's like this workforce bulletin, and it's announcing like new immigration laws and enforcement laws, and it's titled New Tennessee Immigration Enforcement Law: Key Measures and Implications. And there's like four tenets of it, and one of them is creating the position I was talking about. Incredible save, Haruna. He's fighting for a spot right now. He knows that the players want to get him kicked off. Two, it's establishing a driver's license that distinguishes U.S. citizens from legal permanent residents, which I think is very fucking scary. Because that's one of the key elements to not even early stages of fascism, but just like, oh, is Caden about to get sent off? No, he just gave up a free kick. It's fine. But not even like key elements of like we're in it. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly, exactly. No, it's literally that, and we're in a state I can't sub these dudes off. Not yet. We're in a state though where like they would be supporting his third term or whatever. Like that's kind of where I'm at. And so like for me, what I'm talking about when I'm like, oh, the conclusion for me is really clear. I'm talking about a twofold thing because I did also allude to this a little bit when I was talking to Saud. Yeah, no, exactly. No, honestly, like, and I'm not even. I don't. Shit. I'm not even. I don't want that. I don't want to have a war on my hands at all. However, that's the simple pragmatic approach to how he would maintain power. That's exactly what he would do. Like declare martial law. He's already working on gutting every system and pushing the boundaries of how people can react to things. So what is going to be like shit, it might even be before 2027. We don't even know. Um but yeah, I I literally at least we got one of the best military superpowers on our side in Russia. Uh... Is he gonna get his first of the season? No, it's off the post. Uh, it's the Russian collusion. That's all it is. A thing that sucks about all that is like what we were talking about, like with all the soft power that we've lost from cutting all the U.S. aid and all this other shit. Cause like to bring it back to what I was talking about at a local level, the problem is with the United States is we've been inching closer to fascism for a really long time, and capitalism has been a spectacular vehicle for that. And you know, yes, everyone is turning to China. I don't even know that it's that simple. I think it's that like people are very, very okay with China builds key infrastructure in Latin America, and Africa. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, like that possibly. I'm saying like I guess in my point of like in terms of how we operate on the global scale, we are not a force for good, right? Like, we are a group as the United States that really genuinely is terrifying to a lot of people, and we only are tolerated soft power through developing. Yeah, I see what you're saying now. Yeah, that makes sense. But we we don't have that anymore because of Trump. And also on top of that, like when it comes to like something like here in the in the local state, you know, everyone wants to complain here about like, well, we don't see any of the benefits from any of this money being spent abroad. So like, you know, I don't need blah blah blah, or I want to, you know, I want to see that this person, this guy can't be a Segundo Volante, right? Are we really just put on an anchor and hope he scores? It's crazy. Actually, you know what? He's not going on. Sorry, I'm getting distracted because I still do want to win. Um, yeah, it's Ito. Ito's got to come on. We probably got to turn one of these guys into an attacker. How do you feel about it, buddy? His finishing's at 10. I kind of like it. Cool. Um, and before I resume the game, I do want to finish this thought. Um, we are doing our best to really represent ourselves how we've been carrying ourselves throughout many years. Like past, like a lot of people are like, oh, it's Obama. It's like Clinton's onwards, like where we've just been ramping up our like global military presence and our like actual war crimes that we've been committing and the support of other war crimes that we've been giving. And then like when you apply that to, you know, at the local level, as I was insinuating, You start looking at every president post 1900 as a war criminal, facts, and like and that's the other thing when it's like you're talking about like Democrats versus Republicans, like we were talking about with Saud earlier. Like the Democrats are still war hawks and warmongers and still going to support all this stuff. I was talking to someone at the bar Saturday night after work, and this dude was like, you know, how do you feel about Doge and how do you feel about like all these cuts? Like, don't you think that we need cuts? And I was like, if you think we need cuts, why aren't we looking at the biggest spender? Why aren't we looking at the military? Why are they canceling $900,000 of food shipped to a food bank in East Tennessee rather than go at this $9 trillion, whatever the fuck it is, military spending that we have? Like the blank check that we give them. Cut the military. Yeah, exactly. Cut the military by 25%. We can all have health care. Yeah, and we probably don't have homeless people or like a housing crisis or all this shit. Like it's it's beyond me that people will not see those things for what they are. But then at the same time, and ponies. Yeah, I want ponies. But when it applies here, the problem with writing this article about the CEIO is like I do, or the CIEO or whatever the fuck the position is, CIEO, my bad. Um, the the problem becomes that I live in a wealthy town outside New York, and they want to find houseless people 2,000. Yeah, because that's gonna fix the problem. They're just walking around with $2,000 from being bums. You know what I mean? Like it's just such a fucking stupid thing. And then you know what that means too, right? Is that they're gonna arrest those people when they can't pay those fines, and they're gonna lock them up, and like and feed the prisons and everything. That's exactly what they do here. They also voted not to have a dispensary because they were scared about their housing prices. Oh man, NIMBYs really know how to do it. They don't like me. That's funny. They probably wouldn't like me either. But but that's the thing, man. Like when when I'm talking about here, I know some of the Democrats here really do try, and they do speak eloquently and vocally and resist and do all of the things that matter in a larger sense of like all of the things that we need as a resistance on a local level. But the federal party does not support them. We've had Marquita Bradshaw, we've had Justin Jones floundering and floating with no support through our state house, through our state senate, through whatever position they try and fight for, and they don't get shit from the Democratic Party. They don't get anything. And it's like, what are you supposed to do? I'm of the opinion that the more local, the better. I agree, and that's what I'm saying is like, I think part of what is hard for me to, oh, come on, Tormund, just hit a worldly right here. That'd be huge. Yes, let's go. Fuck yeah. Sorry about that, guys. I like that was huge. Getting a point from this match, we do not deserve it. We do not deserve it. And that was absolutely massive. What a goal. What a goal. Best viewers on streamboo.com. Banned. Um, that's just like not even like a good name to even have either. That's crazy. Okay, I don't even know if that came through on the chat. We're getting good at banning these. Um, cool. But oh boy, what's happening here? Pick it up. Oh jeez. Oh Jesus, he's off. Please be off. Please be off. He's so offsides. The dude is sprinting back with the flag up. Oh my god. If VAR overturns this, I'll be so pissed. Yeah, thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Um, yeah, but hang on. One, two, three, four. Point! We got a point! Let's go, y'all! That's huge. Point. Alright. But yeah, like the more local the better is like obviously what we want. and we want to make sure that everybody in the local community feels heard and supported, and that is the idea of something that you can build a political movement on. I'm so sick of the this election is the most important election of your lives rhetoric, and then you literally don't do shit. You don't do anything to make someone's life even a modicum better. They couldn't. I get trying to focus on student debt, but like you you can't convince me with how the Trump administration has operated that these people don't know how to do shit faster. You know what I mean? I just don't think the people in Washington or even the people in Trenton represent me. Representative democracy sucks. Yeah, and I think part of it, and this is what I was kind of getting at, um, part of it's not necessarily that it's representative democracy that sucks, in my opinion. It is the structure of this specific one, right? Because when we're talking about representative democracy and even just the larger context of the United States, we all know the subtext is that lobbyists are ruining democracy. And again, when we can return to that point, that means that capitalism is ruining democracy. Like, and that's how I think about it all the time. Like, especially when it's like, I look at this thing, and that's what I was talking about at the original top of this whole point. When we're talking about, like, all these bullet points, and we get down to point 4, and they say this: through provision of grants, encourages local governments to participate in enforcing federal immigration policies by entering into agreements with federal authorities. The grants may be used for training, operational expenses, investment in law enforcement equipment to be used in enforcement of immigration laws, or other activities and programs deemed appropriate by the CIEO. The law also establishes penalties for local officials who do not comply with enforcement mandates. That's just like that first half is talking about how we're just going to shell money into the militarization of the police, which is already awful and terrible. And then, of course, the fascistic lettering underneath it of, and any police that don't comply we will get rid of, which is so funny because people who love defending the police, love saying it's a few bad apples, can't wait to see what happens to the few bad apples when all of the good police are weeded out. Even in this metaphor where that is your situation and thoughts on police, which I don't agree with, but playing out that thought for someone else. You know what I mean? Like anyway. And then again, like Big ZD said, the big issue is Citizens United. Money is speech. No one's looking at this. No one's gonna look at this and realize, oh yeah. This is my actual voice and opinion under threat because right now this police force exists for immigration. But the idea that like this is a police force that speaks to two authorities, the governor and the federal government. That's terrifying. That could be expanded so fast. Also, how deep are you like it's a conversation about the spectrum of whiteness. How deep you gotta read Capitalist Realism, dog. It's on my list now. Again, who is that one by again? I'm gonna Mark Fisher. I don't know how to read. Yes, you do. I'll read it to you. Ooh, so nice. Okay, I got that written down. Story time. Yeah, woo. But yeah, like it's insane to me. Like and I think the other thing, I was talking about this with a friend and I struggle with this a lot because um I am a person who wants to believe in the good of humanity. And not in a sense of like I think everyone wants the best for all of us or anything like blindly Disney type of shit. But I just genuinely believe that people, when confronted with a choice like this, wouldn't necessarily be, you know, oh yeah, I want to just like get rid of all the people in Tennessee. I think money corrupts, and if it weren't for money, we'd be better off. Exactly the point I was working towards. I feel like people think this second thought, which is, how am I going to benefit from this? Where is that going to progress me? Who gets out of my way so I can get forward? That is a really dangerous thought because I'm not trying to be like, oh, like it's so dangerous because like, you can't value yourself over everyone else. But like low key, yeah, like you can't. You as a person only have each other, and we only can work together. Stepping on someone's neck may further yourself, but at what gain? You don't keep, like, I think about this all the time of like, you don't keep money when you die. If I like I know the number in my head of like if I'm making this amount of money and it's not very high, like it's like if I was a football manager player, it'd be like I don't even know, $500 a week. I'd be thrilled. Like, and everything else after that, I feel like it's just like I can whatever. I can start giving. I can start doing whatever. I can start giving to my community and being a larger force for good. Why is it that you need a second car? You need the nicest car. You need something to compete with someone else. Like, what is this in you that you feel like you're filling that is not at all being filled? You're not doing anything to help yourself. You're not doing anything to actually change your life. What you're doing is putting a new coat of paint on it and still not addressing any of the issues in your life. You hate yourself. You hate your kids. You hate your whatever. I know plenty of people like this. And I'm not saying that like it's all about like kids in the nuclear family, but it is all about like what people do and what they say or what they're being told to do as a part of capitalism to further themselves, especially in America. It's a real big problem, and especially down here, like people will really go for the what's it called? Like the real young, like not like sign my life away, but I'm gonna, get married 20, 22, 24, somewhere in that range, and then just like have kids, and that'll be it. I'll have a perfect life. And that's another thing that like, is more not a radical approach for me, but like I want to see this city build a lot more to like develop a sense of community because I think it would help us a lot. To like help people like that. Like it takes a village, is the saying. Let's see. Yes, my parents are immigrants, and there is an entire immigrant mentality. I had it bad, so other immigrants should struggle too. Yeah, and I don't know. Like, I get it, I guess, but I don't understand in a way. Like, cause like for me, like, I guess I understand like to the perspective of what I was saying earlier, like why someone would think that. For me, again, like I don't think I would ever think that, and like it's not even a. That's not me trying to dunk on your parents or whatever, because that is not a unique experience from what I've read online and through many other people talking about like their experiences with immigrant parents. It's weird too, because like my great grandmother came from Lebanon, and my mom loves telling that story. She loves being like, she was on the first boat after World War II. She was like, she had to stay over there, like all this stuff. Like she was the last person of her family that had to leave. That's cool. There are a lot of Lebanese Colombians. I didn't know that. That is cool. Yeah, yeah. No, Shakira is one. Huh. I didn't know Shakira was Lebanese. That's dope. Yeah. No, I mean, and yeah, I think I mean, I'm not a huge percentage Lebanese. It's basically like I don't even know, like at this point, because it's like my great grandmother, so I would be like my grandmother, my mom, me. I'm fourth, I guess, fourth generation, third, fourth. I don't know how to do that math, but anyway, the point is like, I don't like. I'm not trying to like claim that and like be like I'm whatever. What I'm saying is like my mom will talk about that and like be like, this is our heritage. This is how we came to America. This is like all this stuff, and I'll think about that, and then the way she talks about like other people coming into this country illegally. And I think about the situation my great grandmother had to be in throughout World War II. And the fact that, realistically, the only reason why she didn't leave is because it was potentially more dangerous for her to get out of the Mediterranean with all of, the mines and shit like that, or even go through, like, whatever, like, to get to America. And or in all the fucking ships, I'm assuming. But how my mom can't think about that is crazy. How she can still carry the ability to be like, oh yeah, like this is gonna be someone that I'm. Oh, he's not gonna play. I'm gonna try and sell him. Um, confirm. Um, yeah, we're gonna have to sell a striker here. But yeah, no, I just don't understand. Cause like she is she's a person that cares. And when I do explain to her, I'm like, people are in a position where they want to change their lives, and they're either so desperate or they're so willing to take a risk like that they're willing to go through these great feats to get here. Like, it's the videos of people riding on trains, it's all that shit. And like, that to me is a testament to the human condition and to what people are willing to do, rather than something to be looked at and say like, okay, I hate that. Like, why would that be your reaction? Why would you want to sit there and be like, it's the Mayflower, but it's 2025, if that makes sense. Like, people want to think like, oh, it was all roses for those people. It's like, no, those like a bunch of those people fucking died on the way over here. Like, I don't know. There's so much cognitive dissonance in the American psyche, and I'm fascinated by it. Like, it's I don't know why. I don't know why I choose to be fascinated by it, but I don't like engage with it in a way of like trying to um what's it called? I don't engage with it in a way where I'm trying to like embrace. No. Like, oftentimes when I talk to people about stuff like this out in the real world, for example, I will say stuff that is just like off the cuff, like, hey, like, almost like, why do you think that is how this should be? Or like, do you actually think that like anybody who's going through this really wants to do this? Like I love framing this question to people as like, what if you grew up here? What would it take for you to have to leave this country? You know what I mean? No, 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 no. Yes, people don't challenge or deconstruct their thoughts. No, not at all. They have been told something, they want to feel it, because again, bringing it back to the larger problem under capitalism, they want to be furthering themselves. How can this lie that I've been told keep me going? How can I still be happy in this larger thing? And apparently that's paramount to that. There's a philosopher I really like that his whole thing is taking all the parts and examining them to see if the entirety makes sense. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Who's the philosopher? If you say Jordan Peterson, I'm gonna be sad. That's a joke. I doubt you're gonna say Jordan Peterson. Jacques Derrida. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna check him out. God, could you imagine? One of my favorite shit posts and edits is someone chopping up a Jordan Peterson lecture. Just wash your ass and be happy. No, Jordan Peterson is he is a So another well, I mean, I guess this is the most personal stream, but this is also Peter Goat. No, fuck off. Uh, raw milk forever. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. This man gets it. No, it's so funny to me. Oh, God, this is such a stretch of matches here. Um, what always gets me is like how people will fall for like that shit logic so much. Like, um, it's the Charlie Kirk thing where the dude is showing him the picture of like a like dolphin fetus, and he's like, "You're 100% sure this is a human fetus?" And Charlie's like, "100." He's like, This is a human life form, I think is what he says. This is a human being." And he goes, "100%, not a doubt in my mind." And he's like, "That's a dolphin fetus." It's like how do you trust someone so arrogant and so ignorant and so willfully ignorant to the point where like, but that's the appeal, right? Is like blatant, unabashed American ignorance. Ugh, so cool. We live in the best time, don't you think? I can't wait. Yes, just yeah, yeah. No, I mean like literally, like there's not much else to say. Like we as a larger context, like it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best of times. It wasn't the worst of times. But goddamn, do I want the time to be over? Yeah, exactly. It's like I keep thinking about like my future and what I want to do with my life and like where I want to be and how I want to figure out things like that. And I really genuinely struggle with it because there's a lot of stuff where I'm like, maybe being here isn't the best solution. Maybe being in the center of all, like, maybe the ball has rolled past where it can be stopped. We don't know, but like, how do I plan for that? My brain always obsesses with that. I saw a meme that's really funny. My friend sent it to me on Instagram. It was like my grandparents immigrating from Europe to avoid fascism, and then it's like me immigrating from America to avoid fascism, and it's like the meme of like two cars like looking at each other or whatever. It's like that's really funny. We're going back to Beirut, baby. Let's go. The Industrial Revolution and its consequences have been a disaster for the human race. Yeah, and like you know what I think about a lot is like we could have had like in the context of um like history and like the largest scope of human history. We talk about the Dark Ages in Europe, and we talk about like how religion so clearly dampened and thwarted a lot of progress. I think part of what we're going to look back on in terms of like this time period is like, bro, we could have had space communism by now. Like if we were real on it, oh my god. Like we could be doing so much better if someone with an actual brain said, "Hey, like maybe we shouldn't be charging everybody for everything that has ever existed. Maybe we should like make water free in houses, or maybe we should like provide free electricity." Be right back. Yeah, you're good. I'm still gonna be ranting about this nonsense, I'm assuming. It just makes me so upset. Yeah, he wants to stay. That's fine. He can get fucked. Get out of here. Transfer listed. Wanted. Um I'm sorry. Again, like my nose is just all in shambles. They really want me to sign this guy to a new deal, and he just hasn't played. I don't get it. Um I want to lock him up. Discuss new contract. He wants 5 to 6K. That's fine. He only wants a 1 year. Um, we're not prepared to be flexible. Okay, that's fine. I just genuinely want to try and buy it down a little bit. Can I still say you're an impact sub? Is he gonna walk away? No, he's fine with that. Cool. So this is still technically a 2 year because we're really early in the season. Yeah, 1 year extension. Honestly, I mean 5K is fine. Assist bonus, shutout bonus. I'm gonna try and get rid of this. I love throwing in the optional. He's 26, so like in the idea of, you know what, actually, we'll leave this in. I think that's fine. Yeah. I think that's a good deal for him. He's getting way more money than he probably would otherwise. But this is about the time where we need to start negotiating some deals. Saka has played a significant amount of time for us this year, and he's putting in a great uh, deal. We're just gonna give him whatever he wants. $3 exactly. Um, he wants one till 2028. That's perfect. That's actually exactly what I want. Regular starter. Yep. 3 years, 2028. 4. Team of the year, unused. Yep. Get rid of that. Yeah, that's all you, big dog. That's an easy contract to do. This guy we might not re-sign at all. He's kind of been just a depth player kind of ass. Honestly, I wonder. Yeah, sure. Let's see what we can get for him. He's old. He is counting against a lot of registration stuff. He's not going to develop. He doesn't have good enough stats to warrant keeping him around because his natural fitness is 9. So that's ass. But we'll see. My nose is leaking. It's awful. This is terrible. It sounds like you're describing me. I hope not. I feel like your natural fitness is at least an 11. I hope that gasses you up a little. -2. No. What did you do? Did you take like a shot or something? Because that might make the natural fitness a little bit less. You know, alcohol genuinely hurts the liver. No. Oh, is he registered? See, they gotta stop doing this bullshit to me. Transfer list. Fuck off. He's literally starting. Um, my game fee is I get paid -600 a game. That's really funny that you mentioned that. There is like a lot of there's a lot of really funny shit in this game. My favorite part of this game is like playing in these leagues cuz like at certain points you have like your team could be like amateur, semi-pro. So like if you're like semi-pro or amateur and you're signing guys to deals, like sometimes they're getting paid like $50 a week. Sometimes they're on like non-compete clauses or something. Like it's not even like it's just kind of like a verbal handshake. Like, hey, you want to play for us for like a little season or whatever? So funny. Um, Again, like I tried to do that in England a little bit ago and I didn't get it to work. It was sad. Very, very sad. This team's badge looks like PSG, like in the corner. It's not like completely the same, but like I just keep like thinking in my head, I'm like, oh my god, they have this Japanese player. I'll never get him. This is a player. This is another good defender that we could sign if we were getting rid of what's his name? He's 28. That's huge. See, that's the type of deal that we need to be making because if we can get a guy like that, even if he's like significantly worse, like hits all the bottoms of those ranges, he's still going to be a good player for us. That guy's useless. We have too many right wingers. If I sign another right winger, I think you guys need to like I don't know, lambast me, make me feel horrible, call me like a right wing fascist. I wasn't even I wasn't even working on that pun. Why? Because it's been so ass here with the weather. Um, Everything in Nashville, like first off, sexism hurts trees apparently. They only planted male trees for like a good chunk of like years in Tennessee. So in the basin that is Nashville, there is just a shit ton of pollen that gets made in the spring. It always happens. Like April is like one of the worst months to have allergies. Um, that being said, the second part of that is it's been shitting on us in Nashville. It's been raining like a motherfucker. And because of that, pollen, all this shit is blooming and there's pollen everywhere and then it just gets washed off and put on your car. It's disgusting. Awful. This is a dude. One marking? They're like, he can play defensive midfield. He can't guard anybody. He can't tackle for shit. But he can do it. He'll be there. He'll be a body. We've told him how to do it. What is his role at defensive midfield? It's ball winning midfielder. It's hysterical. See, like I would definitely be thinking about him as like a deep lying playmaker. Could he play Segundo? No, no, no. He is not. He is not even. This would be a left and right winger. That is hysterical. He's fast as hell though. He is fast as hell. Just the 16 pace alone. Low determination is the only thing that makes me not want him. Because, like, otherwise he would be, like, a really world-class player for us. Well, I say world-class. It'd be world-class on the world that we were performing on. Hang on. All right. Again, this is pursuant in the larger conversation about things happening off stream, but my landlord called again. I guess one of my neighbors is complaining about who I'm like where I'm parking, which is hysterical because I haven't parked in where he's accusing me of parking in damn near a week. So I mean, and that's the other thing is like I'm not even doing what he's like, oh, you're covering my walkway. It's like, no, I'm not. Like, I park on my side and you can fuck off. Like, God, people suck, man. I'm back on it. Maybe we need to stop parking on his walkway. Yeah, exactly. I'm just like the worst neighbor ever. I'm gonna make him cookies and go over there and be like, "Hi, you got beef?" Who got beef with me? Who got who got beef with me? We'll put some acid in those cookies. Be like, have an ego death, bitch. Don't drug your neighbors. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't drug your neighbors. You can't do that, guys. That's bad. Um You can't do that. You can't do it. They frown upon it in larger society. It's not a gift. People don't like it. Hmm. Now, however, if someone were to send me on an experience like that, I would be very thankful. But I've never been blessed with a neighbor that cool. Like, uh, I need help. Uh, Jeez. Oh, who is this? 18 determining. Oh, another defensive prospect. He's young too. This is actually a really interesting. Oh, wait. We're getting ahead of ourselves again. We're getting ahead of ourselves again. Where was he? Where was he? Hi. Hi, sir. Ask agent. We're interested. Yeah, he doesn't want to. You know what that means? We get to save the offer. We get to put him on the defensive short list. Did we already bid on this guy? A loan bid? How are we looking at left back? Because we got Keita. If I look at, like, yeah, we've got Yamada, who's on loan. We're going to be selling Kato, and then we'll have Hara, Duke, Matsumoto. I want this kid to play. Okay. 10 minutes into the date. So anyway, that's what we So that's why I'm so nervous about this one is because she's really cool and really smart. So like, I don't even need to worry about that part of it. I don't know. Like, yeah, but no, like literally me. That is gonna be literally me tomorrow. It's like so like we could have Star Trek, right? We're all on this together. I love that. That's such a funny. I'm gonna try and like screenshot that little message. That's really funny. There we go. You've been immortalized forever. It's so funny. God, I, uh, someday someone will just like be like, "Yo, this is the dude," and they'll like want to be with me forever. It'll be cool, but not yet. No one's come around yet. Why does everybody want so much money? If we had space communism, they would be okay getting paid like 2 grand. It'd be fine. It'd be fine. Why do you want 12K a week? Oh my god. I get it. You're in your athletic prime. Chill. Ugh, 3 years. How about after you? I'll give an optional 1 year salary after you play 25 games. I will give you 13K. That's more than actually. I'll even knock it down to 20. 20 games. You play 20 games for me. Bye bye. Shut out, unused, remove, suggest. Yeah, cool. That's fine. That's cool. That's a shit deal, by the way. I don't like that. That's gonna really like we're getting to the point now where it's gonna really fuck up my renegotiations for like 2 years from now. Because guys like Hara who've played for actually this is a good point. Now that I'm thinking about this. Um okay, that's fine. He's on a full time. He wants to be a squad player. I'm gonna do impact sub. Um, can it? I want you to be squad player. We'll sign you as an impact sub. Yay! I love those little emotes. It's cute. Cool. And oh, dude, he wants to be locked down. I love this guy. I love this guy. He's like, Coach, treated me right. Every year you treat me right. Why don't you do me right again, Coach? I got you, buddy. After you reach 25 games, I'll bump your contract up to 2.9. After you reach 30, we'll give you like a competitive 5.5. Actually, we'll just give him 5. If he's already getting paid 2, can I get like 30 games? Also, I need him to have an assist bonus. And I'm cool with a $250 unused substitute fee. That's going to mean more to him than it will to me. Alright, so that's good. The idea of... Oh, wait. I forgot we were in the squad selection screen. Get out of my... Get out of here. Get out of the roster. Alright, get in there. Yeah, this guy I want off my team, so, like, no sense in even having him. God, this is kind of... If you guys are keeping track, this is probably my worst signing that I made last year. I really thought he would be good, but, like... Ugh, that was so much phlegm. That was awful. That was disgusting. Ugh. That was just like a coffin. Just like... Ugh. Guys, you're getting a gnarly stream right now. Oh my god. We're gonna raid someone later, and they're gonna be like, "How was your stream?" And you're gonna be like, "He is dying. He is not okay." Ugh. um, by the next time I stream, I would love some suggestions for this since all y'all are in the Discord, I'm assuming. But I'm gonna try and reconfigure the overlay that we got here, cause like look at what's going on right now. I can see because of OBS what y'all are saying, but I doubt that like y'all can read real easy what each other are saying, which that bums me out. I want y'all to be able to talk to each other, and I think it's really important that the whole like team has some level of like greater communication. And that'd be fun for me because I like seeing people talk, and I don't know. So I wanna get rid of the like kind of text over text thing with the chat. I also want to stop covering part of the actual screen with my face, because I feel like there's a lot of important information in every bit of Football Manager screen. So I'm gonna have to really play around with that. But if you got any suggestions for like kind of how you think it could look, just like I can't read. I told you that. That's fair. Yeah, yeah, that's fair. I should think about that next time, like maybe I'm being inconsiderate to illiterate people. How best to service them? Like, should I be making sure that like it's just emoji convertible text? Is there like an AI bot that will do that? I'm sure that like, you know, I'd say on the screen you're on now, cam bottom left makes sense. But see, that's the problem. Like, we go back over here, like to like the inbox, like that's all this stuff. But like, I don't know. And that's the other, I don't know. Maybe no, go back. Thank you. Maybe I was thinking of like generally, I do bottom left, I think. Okay. Yeah, that's 2 votes for bottom left. I can send you some resources I used when I made mine. Yeah, I would love that. I'll bottom up. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. All right. So, how are we gonna do this? Who are we gonna start? Ito just didn't do much. We still have a spot. We want Portanova in that spot. Um, low key, I think I'm gonna make this a mono for this game. Because that guy is good, but he's just tired. I don't need him to play in the cup. Because I still want to win cup games. And then Duke has not been playing well, so we are going to try and play Hara off the bench today. I think, even though I want to re-sign Duke, Duke is a re-signing of necessity rather than a signing of, like, uh, like, improvement. That makes sense. Um, he's going to be great for another year or two. I'm happy with our preparation. Your team have hit a purple patch in front of goal recently. That's got to be pleasing. Credit to the players. Hopefully we can honestly keep that going. I'd love a draw here. This team is in great form that we're playing against. Um, we still have a lot of guys on the, like, I don't know. I think we're still finding form. We are really focused on the cup, like I said, and I told y'all at the beginning of this that the goal was kind of 12th. We're fluctuating around that. We're on track to be in that area. I'm really excited. Um, oh, are we gonna just like scorch them? That'd be really funny. Nah, we're about to get counterattacked. Oh no. Oh, oh, come on, guys. Come on, guys. Playback. Yes, yes. Guys, just shoot. Somebody, pull the trigger. Good lord. Oh my god. I know, we're really trying here. Come on, everybody, let's go. We're on the road, too. This would be huge. Oh my god. Oh! Let's go! No. Nah, 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 nah. Count the bucket. Count the bucket. Let's go. Let's go. That's hysterical. Boom. Right to him. Just taps it in. Unmarked. That's amazing. The left back getting a goal. Hell yeah. Set pieces, man. We need to give the set piece coach a raise. All right. 39% possession means they're due. Yep. Oh! Oh! Oh, they got the double deflection. That's brutal. Hey, listen, that's a 1-for-1 trade. We're okay with that. Um, a goal for, a goal against. We're cool. We're cool. We're cool. And especially because, like, he literally got to the deflection. Just couldn't grab the ball. It's fine. Um, we're doing okay on shots. I'm really wondering what I'm going to say here in this team talk. I think I'm going to try and tell him to grab a little bit more possession if we can. This might be a situation, too, where I sub off Hatakayama, because he is definitely going to play in the cup, and he's tired. He's also pulling a 6.6, which means he might drop down to a 6.5. But everything else on the team looks like it's going well. Oh, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Oh, stop it. Yes, Arita. You're kidding! Hey, how you doing? I'm chilling. We're just trying to manage some points in the J1 league right now. We're on our journeyman save. I've been talking a little bit about space communism and my horrible allergies. So, we're having a vibe over here. How are you doing today? Yeah, we're going with the possession team talk. Keep going. And we're gonna tell Arita as well. Oh, he's apprehensive. He appeared motivated. We're gonna give him a chance. I trust Hatakeyama's quality. Yeah, I'm good. Just about to play a competitive game one of the Liverpool save. Dude, congrats, man. That's awesome. Alright, now we're gonna sub off Hatakeyama early. Hopefully we can get another set piece goal. Kumamoto is really good at those. Is there anybody else I'm gonna want to play? Probably a Sui. So we probably bring on a Kata. Deep lying yeah. Can he play support? Is that like what we're looking at here? No, it's defend. That was fine. All right, cool. We've been really struggling from open play. It feels like to score a good many goals, but it's also just like a problem of like the run of matches we're in. We're playing a lot of the best teams, so like defensively, it's hard to get a lot of goals. Um, we're still gonna try. What is his strike? He's deep lying forward too. That's what I thought. I was pretty sure we've been working on developing him like that for a while. Um, so that'll be some good service, and then now we do have to take. Ah, shit. Arita got a yellow. That's bad. I think I made, quite frankly, the most wild signing I could have. Hyungmin's son for 60 million to play next to Nunez in a 4-2-4. See, that's not a wild signing. That's a sensible signing, sir. You made one of the best decisions in the world. I played a really good bit of seasons with Tottenham, and Son in a 4-2-4 is disgusting. First of all, the fact that he can play wing is also incredibly helpful in that formation. But also, like, the fact that he can just be a regular ass advanced forward and score you like 15 a season and assist for like 10. uh, Aside from the fact that Son is one of the best players in the world, like, he's just, in Football Manager, he is such a useful tool. He's a plug and play player. He's one of the reasons why I look for like wingers that can play striker and things like that. Yeah, we're losing this game. There's no way. Even if they give this one to us. Now I have Luis Diaz, Heung-min Son, Darwin Nunez, and Mo Salah. And that's the other thing. Darwin is so much more consistent in this game than he is in real life. So like, yeah. I wonder if he leaves Spurs this year. I feel like he might stay. I feel like he. Oh, he was so offsides. I feel like he might like retire with Spurs if he could. They also are still getting a lot of production out of him, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look at No way, no way, no way, no way. Oh, let's go here. Also, went really left field and signed Uruguayan second tier center back for depth. Yeah, dude, great. That's awesome. No! I look away for a moment. Oh, Jesus. How can we address this issue? Eduardo Aguero of Montevideo City Torque. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. All right, so here's what we're going to do here. This is a slightly unconventional way of doing this. Um, we're going to put Saruno at advanced forward. And Amano here, I'm pretty sure he's a natural advanced playmaker, so we're just going to put him on attack. I mean, like, we have nothing to lose here, so just fuck it. You know what I mean? Yamada will be suspended for the next game. It's fine. It's cool. It's whatever. It's fine. I'm chill. I'm not mad about it at all. I'm not worried about it whatsoever. That was a very quick free kick. Oh my lord. Please get in the net. What the hell, guys? That was like 6 shots and no goals. That's insane. What are you doing? Oh my god. They're going to give me a heart attack. What is happening? Yeah, a huge chance goes begging. That is the understatement of the century. Good god damn it. Oh my god. That was a great pass back, and Amano did nothing with it. And we have like no time too. I feel like I need to throw us on attacking, and it's probably going to be too late anyway. Yep, it is, and we're done. Cool. So we lose 2-1, we get red carded. This is a game that like realistically next year I do want to circle and be like, okay, this is something we should be getting more points out of. Also in general, like this is a rival apparently. And we can't be doing this nonsense with our rivals. A straight red in the 80th is kind of wild. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna rip into them like I'm ripping into them. We didn't. I'll be neutral about it. A result like that against such fierce rivals must really hurt your pride. Yeah, I'm sad for the fans. Your task was made even harder today by Yamana's red card. Yeah, it was a bad day at the office. Yeah, I don't really like he's gonna have to deal with the suspension. Alright, I didn't even like I said, I wasn't even looking, so we're gonna see if we even have um like a case here. Probably not. Yeah, that's like in the game like a studs up type of tackle, so fair. Don't appeal. Yup, fine. And yeah, that's cool for them. They have a 10 match unbeaten streak that they're getting off of the backs of us. Cool. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat and acknowledging it right away, but something I wanted to say to you, Pixelated, when you said that's cool, you love the Uruguayan league. I think Zealand singled them out as one of his countries where he was like, this is where you could get some of the best value prospects because the game doesn't expand their value as much as like the Brazilian or Argentinian prospects. Just a side note, I think he was saying like Colombia and Uruguay are like some of the best ones for that in South America. And Subatomic, you said, oh my word, oh my word, first game of the season, and it's Joe Gomez who puts us 1-0 up. Been waiting for this moment since he signed back in 2015. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I mean, listen, man, like some of these guys, they just, they start performing at the weirdest times. Um, yeah, dude, you can have him for whatever you want. I'm pretty sure we signed this guy on a free, right? 60K. Cool. So we're still gonna make some money back on him. And he played some games. That's fine. What was his total? We're making 35K, and it's Darwin Nunez. I agree as a Colombian. And it's Darwin Nunez with a Joe Gomez assist to make it 2-1. Life imitates reality, right? Whew. I like this guy's name. I'm just gonna scout him, see what happens. He's on a free. We could probably sign him if we need defensive midfield depth. Um, and Simicast off the bench takes a good pass from Sutton. 3-1. Huge. Yeah, I mean, again, like I said with Son is just a great creator to have on the pitch at any time. He is one of my favorite players in the world and in this game. Um, yeah, we need to practice penalties. If you have the Brazilian league loaded, how's Kevison doing for you? That's a good point. Let's check on him. He's a guy that has. I think I bought him in my St. Pally save. Looks like he's doing great. Where is he? He's worth 0. What's going on? Why can't I just offer him a contract? He's gonna be way better than Keita. I mean, he is better than Keita, I'm assuming. Yeah, Keita is like fine. I could move Keita up to left wing and wing back as well. Goodness. Oh goodness. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Golly, man. What a game for Joe Gomez. A goal and 2 assists and a 5v1 away. Yeah, I mean, listen, that's you got your money's worth out of that guy right there. Oof. He's not registered at all. Yeah, sure. I don't. If I can make money off that guy, that'd be huge. He's not gonna play for me. He's a 2-star. Where was the screen I was looking at? Ah. And now I've clicked on too many things to actually. Oh, Kevison. That's who we were looking at. I had to short list. He's 21 too, so I could really use him. That would actually, that's a good shout. I forgot that he exists and he might not have signed in Europe by now. Hang on, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, but I'll be right back. Okay, so another thing I was gonna ask you guys, um, would you be interested in music slash what is the Twitch deal with that? How does that work? Um, that type of question, cause I love like listening to music, and I think like having like a little bit of a nice little backtrack would be nice. Ooh, these are good deals. These are really good deals. What? Oh, cause this one's 370. I'm stupid. Read, Eric. Read. You have to separate the song from the VOD. What do you mean by that? Like when I'm recording, like I'd have to. Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah, perfect. That's huge. I'd love that. Cause um, I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, cool. Cool, cool, cool. If people are in support of that, and I'm sure, I'd also, because I'm me, and I like listening to new music and stuff. Like I'd set up like jams and stuff in the Discord. Another thing I want to set up on the overlay that I was talking about um is like I want like a Discord like button, I guess, like to like show people like where they can join or whatever. I play off my Spotify and haven't been copyright struck. Oh, cool. So it's really not not to be like this, but it's like it's not that hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this guy can't. No, 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 no. He actually is gonna play defensive midfielder now. Um, even though his marking is terrible, like he literally just has to. Isn't he? What was the promise that I made them? Is he supposed to play wingback? Yeah, he is. Cannot be terminated. Fuck. Okay, well, then he's gonna play wingback, I guess. He'll start this next game. That's fine. Um, yeah, it's simple. Yes, yeah, I do. Yeah, I use OBS. Oh my god, I went on his knees again. This is horrible. Why does pollen exist? This is a dumb question. I know why pollen exists. Why am I allergic to it? Better question. uh, uh, my body is faulty and it produces snot at the earliest sign of inconvenience. This is stupid. Uh, I'm just gambling on these 7.5s essentially. There's no way that they actually are getting something productive out of me saying, "Good job, buddy." All right, we're not gonna go. Well, you know what? We'll try one more. We'll try one more. Boom! All right, we're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. No more slots. We're good. I'm chilling. I'm fine. It's good. Cool. And oh god. All right, Kata definitely has to sit. That actually I think helps this a little bit. So we'll start you and you, a classic. Um, I really do want to start Yasui, but like I just don't. I don't know. We're gonna start Portanova instead of Tormund. We'll start Lai, who I'm pretty sure is still supposed to be an inside forward. Yeah. Yup. Welcome back. Um, he's so tired. So these guys are getting full dropped from the squad today, which sucks. But they're just too exhausted. They literally can't play. There's just no way. Um, so in lieu of playing May, when I usually would, who is the guy that I'm looking at to come off the bench here or be an assistant striker? Again, this may have been where loaning him out was kind of a bad idea, but he is developing really well. Even with his bad determination, we're kind of getting some level of return, so we're cool with that. He's getting minutes again, so like, whatever. Um Also there's no foreign player thing. Maybe we give Dong Han another try. He didn't want to do that, did he? Oh my. Oh, then it's just you. Where? Cause he's tired, but he'll play. And then we need the backup. Hara's on the bench. Hidaka, Ikeda. Ikeda we're probably planning on playing at wing. Amano we're also probably playing at wing. I think we bring a Dong, and then maybe we can sub him in at center back or at defensive midfielder. That's like again like the versatility we're kind of thinking about. Um, Yikes. Okay, so and then I kind of want to, yeah. Okay, and then honestly as well, I want to try giving him a shout in goal because he's the agreed backup. So theoretically, yeah, yeah, this is good. This is good. This is good for us. Cool. That's a good talk. That's a good talk. We're just getting everybody motivated and then we're just getting them out there. Let's get this. Let's go. Come on, y'all. So, oh Jesus, I forgot we beat him that bad in the first leg. Okay, so this is also going to be a good confidence booster. If we can keep it up, but we'll see. I really want a lot of these guys to keep pursuing greatness and keep, whatever. But this is the home leg as well, so we'll see. Yeah, that's in. That's his first of the season. That won't be his last. Kumamoto is a set piece god. Um, oh, get that. Yes, sir. Wow, please. Oh my God, Lei just completely wide. It's okay. It's okay. We're cool. Oof. Good block. All right. I don't like this. I mean, we're up 7-0, so if we like give up a goal, it's fine. But this game is kind of a formality in a way, so I do need to think about that as well. Like pulling Yamamoto, or not even pulling him. Like it might be Harigaya because he, like, Jesus, that was close. But Harigaya is like the dude who, like, theoretically he will play more matches for us. So like he might come off at halftime. Um, cool. Um, uh-oh. Oh God. What's happening? Huh? Huh? Wow. Okay. Hey. No, he did the cartwheel. Yeah, he deserved. So deserved. What a goal. Yeah, like how did he get that? That's crazy. And then the first touch from Yamamoto to beat the dude into the position is great. I don't think he's very fast, is he? Yeah, like 9. Oh my goodness. Is he just playing that all the way out there? No, 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 no. Higashi, we're trying to pay you a bonus for a shutout, big dog. I need you to actually care about that. This is your first game in Yamagata Blue. Oh, what a save. Alright. We're going to try and get some dudes on the pitch. Um, that's you. I don't want this to get out of hand, so we're going to be precautionary. I think that this will be good for him to get match fitness in that way. I think this, same idea. Hara can play it out. And I think Lei comes. Oh, yeah, wait, maybe it's this. And then Lei comes. But then. Yikes. We have to trust him. And that's terrifying. Cool. I can't wait for him to get red carded. I absolutely cannot wait. Yeah, I'm gonna watch. Yeah, it looks like everybody went to the right spots. Yeah, cool. Because sometimes Football Manager's weird about that. Alright. Alright, we get two more. Use them now. I want to sub off. Well, who are my depth guys? Honestly, it'd probably only be this guy. Oh, wait. I see what I was gonna do. Give you up there. You here. He's just not happy. He's like, why are you doing this to me? And I get it, buddy. I really do. It sucks having to play soccer. Just having to run around, win a cup. You know? It'd be awesome if we could win the cup this year somehow. Um, I don't know. I'm big on trying to win trophies, right? Like, I think winning a trophy does a lot for you in terms of your job security in this game. But also, like, it kind of establishes that, like, a lot more, like, credit for your team to build on, what's it called? Like, it establishes a lot more credit for your team to just, like, sign more players, say, like, we're going to win this thing, like, we want to do this again, like, whatever kind of leverage you can get in that sense is always incredible. Dressing room. Winning is good. Yeah. Yeah. Winning, essential. Yeah. The assistant gets that one. Alright, get out of here. And welcome. That's literally like one dude coming in right after the other dude's leaving. It's so funny. Um, cool. I'm gonna make this distribution. I really do feel like our attacking has been absolutely terrible. I'm just gonna try here. Oh my. Oh, that's what I needed. I'm so dumb. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. And then, yeah, that dude's gone, so we should just literally be able to plug him right into the roster. Yep. Huge. Confirm. Any squad number suggestions? I'm gonna get some water and come back. If you guys have any suggestions, throw them out there. Oh no, what happened? Not the FML going into the chat. Oh no. Oh boy. I was right behind some dude. Oh no! Oh no! That's tragic. Hang on. I want to take this beanie off because it's hurting my ears at this point. I'm just like, ugh. Hang on. We've successfully dealt with the beanie and my hair situation. My hair is really greasy, so it's not going to be poofy, but that's fine. Did you guys think of a number or not? I hate when games crash like that, and Warzone is also just like the worst about shit like that, like, 'cause it's Activision and shit. It's a huge game. I kind of want to give this dude 4. Yeah, you know what? He's a center back. That's fine. He's probably going to play a lot. Welcome your new buddy. 14. Fuck. That's close enough. There's a 4 in there. Oh, hang on. It's crazy. How did you know? How did you know? uh, I've never I've never bought merch before. Sort of the deal. Still cool. Cool. Yeah, no. I do love the Preds. The Preds are probably to bring it back to the top of the stream completely, right? The Preds are, even though hockey's not my favorite sport, the Preds are probably my favorite local team, which is why I care so much about them. And I feel like in terms of franchises that we have, the Preds ownership is cool. Um, they had an opportunity to move the team, they didn't. Um, they stuck with Poyle for a really long time. We've kept a lot of guys that and given them like not like sunset deals, but like in a way um like a retirement in a place of like you've been here your whole career. Um I feel like even the way that we handled Shea Weber was like really important. Um Things like that where I just feel like we we genuinely could be worse. We could be the Ottawa Senators. We could be the Cleveland Browns. We could be any of these teams that just go out there and have a terrible ownership and a terrible time to like basically like sculpt and cultivate this toxic like fandom and whatever. And it's just like, nah, man, like the Preds have a really good group of fans. They also have like a really fun they have a really fun what is it called? I want to call it a youth academy because I'm in Football Manager. Farm system. So we get a lot of guys from the pipeline, which makes it really rewarding to do like research on the team. Like it's a good team rather than oh, also I need to turn a light on because it's starting to get darker. Oof. Um Horrible. Now you can really, you know what? We're turning that light back off. That sucks. I don't like that. Mm. Oh, okay. So we are gonna take part in the deadline. I always love taking part in the deadline. Yeah, yeah. They are. They're on the way. They found me. They heard me talking about space communism. They're coming to get me. Um, will Iketo leave before the window closes? I don't know. I'm not a genie. I don't know these things. Okay. First round of. We want to sell him because he's not going to. Hang on. Transfer room. We're just going to do 500k. Maybe that'll like. I don't think. What? Okay, this guy. He's not even on. Okay. That went so well. Holy shit. Okay, so now I think, yeah, I think we are going to swap our keepers. I know that this wasn't like exactly what we wanted, but we're gonna tell them both they're cup goalkeepers, and that way like their actual stuff is not gonna get messed up. Okay, squad player, he'll probably accept that, right? Or if I can go lower, yes, huge. Um, all right, so now he got knocked out. What? Hang on. Zimmerman out of hospital after head injury. What? Oh, he got bicycle kicked. Hang on. Is there a video? Okay. You know what I wonder if I can do? It gave me when it happened. Hang on. He's okay, but he got knocked out. Yeah, that sucks, man. He's gonna be out for a while too. Then I bet this will be his last season. He's getting kind of old. I don't think he's even playing in the national team rotation anymore. Um, like that kind of thing. Okay, I'm trying to pull this up because usually, there's a recap. That's 30, 46. I think I have it. I bet not. Yeah, Tim Ream is still going strong. I think Tim Ream's peak is a little higher than what Zimmerman's was, though. I don't feel like Walker really excelled to the point that he would have kept playing, like if he would have like or been as important of a player if he would have played abroad. But I don't know. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass there. It's impossible to know that because he didn't try or he didn't uh do that. Yeah, they cut away from it or they don't have it in this recap. Uh, is there like a YouTube clip? Oh, he literally had like the neck brace on. Yeah. Oof. That is tough. That's gonna be a big loss for us. It's gonna be a really big loss for us. Um, I want to keep Ito. I like him. Fairly loyal. 40% of next sale. I'm trying to think. They only want a $170,000 future fee. How do I negotiate this? Because that's a bad deal, but this is the one I would want to take. Like this one is like fine. That's like kind of an apt value of this player, about $1 million. But if we look at this right wing position, it's loaded. You know what I mean? Like if he's gone, it frees up a spot for him to play, but he's better than him. I feel like is there real backing to that? Let's look. I mean, we paid so much for him too, and he's actually like a prospect that should be playing for us. I'm gonna say no to these because ideally we want him to develop, but I'm not gonna do shit to develop him is the problem, right? Um, do we splash on Kevison? Do we go like outside the box here in a way? Like I know I've been like we are in kind of a situation where he is 21, so we'd have to find some like a swap. In that case it'd probably be Keita. Like if I was going here. How would that look? We got him on a free. Great. He's got a goal in 8 appearances. He's pretty good. He's already worth like 500K. Again, he's one of my bigger contracts. Another question. Well, it's the thing is like, if we, he would be open to talking to other clubs. Now, yeah. So we have a full picture. Someone was asking about this earlier. We have a somewhat picture of his attributes. He is a left back through and through, but he would be like my starting player. Like, God. All right. Cool. I don't really want any of these guys. We're not even talking about that. Yeah. Cool. That's huge. Guys. All right. What if I'm like 250? And he's one of the best players on their team, I bet. Why does it say his transfer value is 0? That's such bullshit. Um, we only have 2.5. I'll give you installments. Need 3 installments. 200K. Cool. That's my best offer. That's all I can do. Keep making the offer. Don't ask me how much money I have. That's rude. Okay. So now we've dug a hole. Because if someone makes an offer for Keita, I'm going to have to accept it. Who is another prospect that we have at left? Well, actually, we have that dude on loan. So there's that. We're not completely screwed, you know. Let's also just look at. Yeah, okay, he was. Mm, this is so tough. He's not gonna sign with me. I already talked to him, didn't I? 33, 29. Nope. Yeah, he's a striker. That is a very interesting striker right there. Huh. We will circle back to that. It's a keeper. Um, wow. Leicester is just getting pummeled. They lost again. That's what I was looking at on my phone. Golly, man. I just really cannot find. Well, let's look at this. Let's look at this one more time. So, like, yeah, we got Kato would be gone. Kato is going to be gone. So, what? We'd have Duke Hara. Says he can play there. Matsumoto plays left back. He'd be stepping up. I'm into all kinds of stuff, man. Like in terms of music, it's just anything and everything. I listen to a lot of rap. That's for sure. Like um I listen to rock. I love pop music as well. So like just like all kinds of things. Whatever has like a good beat for me is like, I know it's so generic, but vibe and all that stuff is fun. I've been loving recently. Let's pull up the Spotify. What have we been liking recently? Um, I've been going through combination of like old Ed Sheeran songs and I got like some Griselda, like 5 to 50 by Benny the Butcher. And then I ran into like a Gunna album, so it's whatever. Yeah, 3 6 Mafia is from Memphis. Yeah, so is Young Dolph. I've seen Key Glock in concert. I love Key Glock. He's awesome. Um, I love Russian Cream. I don't know if you've heard that song before, but I think that's literally the first song I liked on the Spotify account. There you go. Look. Yeah, it is. In order from how I liked them. On August 30th, 2019, I liked Russian Cream. Benny is cool. Um, that whole crew is awesome. I'm a unabashed defender of West Side Gun, which is probably my most unfortunate music take. Um, but I don't know. I love that vibe. They do a lot of really cool stuff in terms of like coke rap and like also just like their beats are really fun. I've been listening to the song Mr. T by West Side Gun recently. It's a really good beat. I have a playlist on my Spotify. Um, it's public. It's called Joints and Coffee. It's like my favorite rap music basically. Um, like Jid, Isaiah Rashad. Isaiah Rashad is from Chattanooga, but he signed with TDE. So he's just been out he's like LA and like yeah, it's like cool. But also like Isaiah Rashad, I was talking about this at work yesterday. Isaiah Rashad is one of the only artists that I would recommend and just be like every album is gonna be good. Like he's got if I go here, like his studio albums and stuff, he's got three. He's got The House is Burning, Sun's Tirade, and Sylvia Demo. And he just did his 10-year tour for Sylvia Demo last year. I went and got to see him here. It was really cool. But like that album is cool. It's awesome. Got some great sounds. And then the Sun's Tirade is like a nice progression of that. It has one of my favorite rap songs ever. Second song on the track, F4R like 4 De Squaw. Oh my god, such a good song, man. But yeah, that whole album is great. He's got uh he's got a song with Kendrick on there, it's just fun. Free Lunch is a really good song. Park is awesome. Silk to Shaka is great. The song, yeah. But yeah, like Sylvia Demo I have like 6 of these songs liked. It's like a Paris, Texas. The rapper? I think. I ran into them on YouTube. Yes. Okay, yeah. I ran into them on YouTube in like a um what song was it? I think it was this one. They left me with a gun. Like one of these fucking songs or whatever. Or like the YouTube video or whatever for it. I don't know. They seem they seem interesting. I've been looking to listen to them more. Why? What's up? What should I listen to from them? I'm excited. Oh my god, my nose is killing me still. Pavel Stolarski playing right back. Oh my god, I thought this guy's name was Joel Idaho for a second. I was so excited for a second. We don't know anything about these guys. E. He is literally listed as E. Knowledge known. Considering changing club. What's his nationality? Senegalese. Stuff. Force of habit. Yeah, man. Throwing it in there. Let's see. He's 31. Oh my god. I think maybe we do have to sign him. He's the new Goke. Did you send me the thing on Discord of the separation of the music and stuff? We could start playing the song here in a second if I get that set up. Um, Not yet. Okay, that's fine. Offer contract. Yeah, squad player is good because he's gonna be on the bench. It's fine. Will you take 6K, dude? What else did I add? No. I'll buy this down. That's his loyalty bonus. How do I add? Huh. Yikes. Fine. Whatever. He just wants 7K. Ito. I don't want to lose him. I'd have to restart stream. Yeah. We're getting close to the end anyway. I'll probably stop streaming after deadline because I was gonna go meet a friend to watch the national championship. So I got to shower and like whatever. But yeah. Um it's been so nice talking to y'all and just hanging out. I do appreciate getting to do this and keep progressing our save. Well, 13th, I feel like we're doing okay, right? I can't believe we have to do a match in the middle of deadline day. Do you imagine the stress? Yamada, get off the bench, man. Boo! Boo! Um, he's really tired. Uh, that's huge. He's like pretty fresh too. Um, wow, he's deteriorating in quality. Yikes. He was like one of my best players last year too. Why did like I need to look at that. Hang on. Where did you go? Um it's Yasui. I just want to find him. There he is. He's slow. He still only agreed to be a fringe player, so I can completely drop him from the matchday squad, and that's absolutely fine with me. Um, we're gonna keep Torment on the bench. What? What? Oh my god. Does he have a clause? fuck. Oh, that changes everything. He's actually gonna leave before the deadline. Ay, that's bad. How many hours? 5. Oh shit. Okay. First things first. Let's not panic. Let's see what we can tap in the dev center. Okay. This guy could come up to varying degrees of success. We've looked at him before too. Okay, so Saruno is gonna be gone probably. I remember this guy. Okay, so it's this guy that would probably want to move up, see what he can do. Even though he is, yeah, okay. So move to senior squad. Okay, and then we'll also check the reserves. That's not anybody that should be playing for my team. Also, he is not. So he is not. He's fine. Oh wow. So he's really like one of very few prospects that I'm gonna have. I think Kimura was a left back, right? He's not really gonna be great, but maybe he gets minutes. Hmm. He's got heavy match fitness. Damn it. Uh. Okay. Well, you're gonna start your final match for us. um. I think this is just gonna mean that Yamamoto moves up in the depth chart. Um. Similarly, this guy's gonna get a lot more cracks at playing time. Uh. And yeah, Hasegawa will probably get a couple matches and some looks. This guy's already a left back. What do we got? We have a right wing, we have a left wing. We have two strikers. I could use a midfielder or a center back or a right back. Do I have? Yeah, I could bring Duke. That's fine. All right, guys. So this will probably be the final match today. We will have we have a tough one for us right here. It's like 5th place in the table. Oh Jesus, and it's like snowing. Oh my God. We haven't won. I don't think we've won this entire stream. I don't think that's gonna change. Uh, Points are points though, so if we can get another draw here, that'd be great. We'd stay tied with Kobe on points. Actually, we'd still be behind because they have a game in hand, but whatever. A shower is gonna help me so much. Just free up my sinuses and stuff. Oh my god. I can't wait. Oh, we're playing a little bit higher up the pitch than normal. That's fun. What's happening over here? Why is the left back absolutely tanked with an injury and sitting off to the side? We have no left back. When are you coming back on, sir? Oh, no. Oh my god. Oh my god. There he goes. Just in time. Just in time to look like he's getting burned. Ooh, Port Nova, come on. Stay with it, buddy. Go. Play it forward. Why are you... Good lord. Good lord. Yep, that's going to be a goal. Alright, cool. So, Yamada is coming off pretty instantly. Um, oh yeah, who should we be rating? Throw him in the chat. I'd love to. Yeah, that's good. That's good to have that in mind. I'm really excited. Oh, Dill's on? Hell yeah. You'll be happy to see us again, I'm sure. Um, oh jeez. Oh man, turned away. Kojima's hurt and he's still putting in a worldly performance for us or for them. I mean, like if we could get a win here, that'd be huge. That would help us so much in terms of maintaining the points that like we have going, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh my gosh. It was a lousy goal attempt. The Dong got a yellow. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Steal one. What is that cross? How? How? Oh, Rocket League ass goal right there. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, hey, we're tied. We are tied at halftime, which is more than we deserve. We've had yikes. Like just yikes. So Ikeda's playing good and Adong is looking like he's gonna get absolutely sent off. Um Come on guys. And yeah, I'm just subbing you off at halftime. There's just no reason to risk it. He's tired. He's yellow. Like no. We only have one more sub, so we have to keep that in mind in term or like one more stoppage. So we have to keep that in mind. The next sub is gonna have to be 3 players if I want it to be. Um, Cut it back. Instantly, instantly scores. That's huge. 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 I'm so excited. Wow. Okay, so in the general terms of what we can expect from this match now, I do want us to win. We're going to try and ensure that. Um, no time has passed at all, and we are getting another highlight. Keep in mind, this team is fifth in the table. I mean, I don't know why they're starting a keeper that's got an injury. Maybe the cold, like, I don't know. I don't know what's happened. You maybe are getting like kind of lucky in terms of uh like some injuries by them, and like maybe their match fitness is low. I don't know. Maybe they have a bunch of transfer rumors floating around. Maybe the team is about to implode. Oh, here. Come on. Wow. What good movement. Okay, so in terms of momentum, we're looking okay. We're really beating them on the left wing a lot. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that just dribbled right out. Oh my god. Ooh, play! Go! 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 No! That's so tragic. Oh my god. Here it comes. Oh? Oh, yikes. Yeah. Okay. Aggressive? Hell yeah. Um, actually, ooh, I don't know. We'll see. Our subs have been really interesting today. Yeah, I'm confirming the tactical changes. Absolutely. I'm gonna make sure that Saruno plays all the minutes, but yeah, we still want to win, and he's one of the best players we have still. I'm so mad that he just like flat didn't want to resign. That's like such brutal nonsense. Get promoted with the team. He's like, nah, I said stepping stone. And you're like, cool, dude. Oh, yes. Is he off? Come on, let him steal it for us. Okay. So now we start sweating. This is a crazy goal in general. Like, just kind of wafts in. Thank God Amano gets a fucking foot to it because it'll count as an assist for him. But hey, wins a win possibly. Draw's a draw if they score here. So yep, here it comes, corner goal. Gotta bang that shit in. Oh, oh, hell yeah! Fell into the keeper's lap. I don't like this. I really don't like this. You're fucking kidding. Just effortless walk through my defense. Oh, please. Is that another corner? Oh my god. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. We're gonna watch the last like 4 minutes of this game in its entirety, it seems like. Oh, this is bad. Okay, thank God. Keep going. Just run to the corner. Keep going. Keep going. D- Why'd he pass? Why'd he pass? It's fine. It's fine. It's working out. Play the overlap. What are we doing? I guess we are time wasting a little bit, so like fair. Okay. Wow. A hat trick to send him away. Huge. So we get to nab a couple points there. That's huge. A hat trick for Ceruto while he's leaving. That's awesome. But it's it's a vacuum of goals that we are going to lose. Um, it is that is brutal. So take some points away from someone higher up the table than us, and um, I'm gonna go with no. I respect it. I'm not as heated about that as some people tend to get. Food is very subjective. I know people who can't eat mushrooms because of texture. It's like, yeah, fair. But like, I love mushrooms. So like, yeah, and it also depends. Like, depending on the place, like, I would go with a Hawaiian pizza or not, just depending on like what I feel like their quality of pizza would be. Very subjective for me. I love mushrooms. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Pulled groin for 5 to 6 days. It's cool. See, I'm not a big olives fan, but like I can see again like olives on mushrooms, like olives on pizza, olives on mushroom. Jesus. I will not be selling Ito. Y'all can stop asking me about that. Did we get Akeda to sign a new contract? I don't think so. Yeah, goodbye. He said no. What a legend. He straight up was like, nah. Okay, so we have 2 hours. Oh, fuck. Why did you say no to that? You're not registered here. You're not gonna play, big dog. This is the last chance we'll have to sell him. And right now it looks like we'll probably have to re-register him, which is gonna be awkward. Um, anybody else that's unregistered? Till 12/31/2027. So yeah, we can. Kevison is very good, and we can't have him apparently. Um, cool. Yeah, and that's it. Oh, we wow. They loaned this guy. He's 29. Osaka sold one of their oldest Korean players back to Korea. Okayama bought a lot. Oh my God, the team we just beat spent $32.5 million in last window. We sold a lot. So in the last window, um, we're not breaking even. In terms of my goal, I did make some progress. We sold Minami at the beginning of the stream. We sold Yama for way more than I think he was actually worth. And we sold Kato for probably way less than he was worth. But hey, we're good with that. We are gonna re-register May because it's senseless to have a player with an open spot until he gets sold. Um, um, talking shit while he's gone. Um, yeah. Hopefully more people. Yeah, and now that he decided to stay, speak about praise player. Yeah, that's gonna help. Cool. All right, guys. Well, this has been great, and despite the fact that we didn't play a ton of matches because I got a little bit thrown off by whatnot. Um, yeah, I mean, this has been wonderful. Um, we got 9 games played in the season. I feel like we're still at a really good spot with the squad and where the direction is headed. I think this is still on track for where we want to be. Just kind of right in this mix, somewhere between 14 and 8. I would love to finish top half of the table at this point. I think by the time the next deadline comes around, so that would be where would it say that? Yeah, 102 days. So from March, that'll probably be somewhere in the fall. Um, not even. But you get the point. The idea is that we might actually sign guys like this. Um, but yeah, like the idea is that we're gonna probably work to whittle down this transfer budget a little bit more, spread the wealth on the payroll, and continue to try and build a little bit more of. Hey, what's up? We're just about to end the stream. I'm sorry that you're coming in at the end, but how you doing? Um, Available for reserves. Yeah, that's probably good for him. Oh, he's going up. That's fine. Yeah, but we're gonna save here. Uh, is Dill active? I don't even know. We might not be doing a raid today because we only got like one or two of y'all. But yeah, it's been a pleasure, y'all. Thank you for coming around. I'm gonna upload this video and the last stream to YouTube on the eSurface Live channel. Make sure you follow that. Yeah, y'all take care. You have a good one. I will try to be back on Thursday. I'm doubling Wednesday, so I have no idea how early or late I'm gonna be streaming then, but it'll be a longer stream than this one for sure. I appreciate y'all. You've been amazing. I think we have one more day that we need to get closer to affiliate, and then we're gonna be there. So I'm so excited. Thank you guys for making this possible. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you again on Thursday. Bye.